Hey everybody, today I'm going to be playing some Darkest Dungeon. This is a game that I actually supported on Kickstarter a long time ago, and the early access beta key was just sent to me today. I believe this is the first day that the game is available. I've already played it for about 10 minutes to see if I like this game or not, and if I thought it was good for the show, and I am so pumped to show you this game. It is such a cool game, already like 10 minutes in, but I'll start a new file so we can see it. And I'll explain the plot that you missed in the intro cutscene once we get into this a little bit. So that's my private file there. As you can see, I'm just on week 1. Let's make this one playthrough so I can remember. All right.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Alright, so the plot at the beginning of the game explains to us in the intro cutscene when you first boot up the game is basically just that a eccentric rich man who seems to be of the same family of you, after a long life of decadence, spent the last of his money on trying to dig up some kind of ancient mystical gate that he found was somewhere hidden away in his manor. And when he spent all of his money on that, it opened and some kind of horrors came out and made it the darkest dungeon, as he refers to it as. So we don't know what kind of unearthly Cthulhuid-like monsters might lay beyond that gate, but whatever seems to have been in that world has come out, and we're going to have to take care of that. Okay, so it looks like it's not random who you start with, then. I'll skip through the tutorial stuff that I already know and just explain it to you as we go. So this is what the dungeon screen looks like. We start here with Reynold, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Sorry, the font is a little weird for me. And Dismas. So a crusader, who is some kind of holy knight, and a highwayman, which is essentially a bandit with a pistol and a knife. I've used these guys a little bit because it looks like I started with them last time too. And just so we're all familiar with this, it looks like we have a light here. So there's some stuff I don't fully know about, but this is just the tutorial stage. To move from room to room, you just select here where you want to go. So I want them to know that I'm going to this room.
Have run up these lanes. Keep to the side path. The hamlet is just ahead.
And there's some narration, which is really cool. So we just walk forwards with the D key, and we go along our merry way.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion, that all may hear of your arrival.
Okay, so in combat, what we're looking at here, because it was a little hard for me to pick up the first time, but the order in which we're standing, according to the proximity to the enemy, matters. So, although it looks like it could be a standard JRPG kind of battle system where we're all just standing beside each other, this Crusader is actually in front of the Highwayman protecting him in a small way. So my Highwayman, he's able to open vein, which is a knife shot, causes them to bleed and takes damage over time. You can only do it to people who are close, so the first 2 rows of people. They're up to 4 people in a row, I believe. Like a grape shot, which hits the first 3 people, so that's kind of a weak hit everyone in the front kind of thing. And I can take aim to increase my accuracy and critical hit chance. I think I'm just going to open vein, which does a lot of damage, actually. And we could probably finish him off real quick with a smite, which is just your straight-up slash.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, we can take some gold. Now, before we continue with our journey, let's take a deeper look at our characters here. I want to see their personalities. Okay, so it's the same as last time. That's interesting. Reynold is a warrior of light. His light is above 75. I'm not entirely sure what that means. However, he deals 10% more damage. Perhaps when the light is... That's probably what it means. If my torch is bright enough, I do deal extra damage. His negative traits, though, are he's a kleptomaniac, so he steals items, and he's God-fearing. In town, he only prays for stress relief. Stress is that little bar underneath of their health there, which seems to affect their sanity. For Dismiss, he's got a hard noggin, so 15% stun resist. He's less likely to be stunned and miss a turn, and quick reflexes. 2 more speed, so he goes earlier in a battle. He is a known cheat, though, so he's not allowed to gamble while in town. So let's continue along the path here. We can see our general progress along there. And when you run into an interactive object, like this glowing tent, we hit W, which is up, and we have some options. We could use an item, ignore it, or check the tent. I just want to check it.
Leave nothing unchecked.
A little bit.
There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Is the torch still bright?
Send these vermin a message.
It's not as bright as it used to be. Our Warrior of Light is going to be weakened a little bit.
No longer welcome.
Alright. A Bloodletter, who's got a lot of health. And a Full Seer, I believe that's how this is pronounced, but he doesn't have a lot of health. I'd like to get rid of him early, because he's just going to keep shooting at us. I could get him with a pistol shot. That's enough that one more might kill him. So let's get Bulwark of Faith, so he protects himself against the big guy while we figure out how tough this guy is. So he has a pistol too, although that didn't do much. Perhaps because of my ability. Got him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Alright. So I believe that narration... Oh, he resisted being stunned. I believe what that narration there was trying to tell us is that because we killed him so easily, we lost a little bit of stress, maybe? Maybe. Alright, let's get that bleeding effect on this guy because he has a lot of health. Zelda's Accusations, it looks like it's just a weak ranged attack. Although I think it hits both the first and second people. As we can see from those red dots just below my cursor there, they're linked together, which I believe does mean that it would hit the whole first 2 people. But let's just wail on this guy with Smite and Open Vein until he goes down. Ooh, okay. So because of stress there, probably, he actually backed off to get in the back row. That might be wise. And oh, wow, he's bleeding too. Bulwark of Faith, I want to keep him alive. He can protect himself. Okay, that didn't do much good. So can I actually use my number keys for this? I can. Interesting. That's nice. I should probably still click it so that you guys know what I'm picking each time. Keep on the faith. I just don't want to risk death. This game's permadeath. I don't want to lose a guy this early. Especially such a tanky guy. Alright.
A victory. Perhaps the turning point.
So what do we get? Jade. Dull green like rotting flesh. Huh. Torch. Increase the light radius. That's good. A deed. Ooh. 2 deeds, actually. And a lot of gold. Alright. Let's open the chest, but we'll have the Highwayman do it, just in case. Trapped. Not sure what it did, but we can leave this dungeon now, so we're gonna go up here and leave the dungeon. Heirlooms. We got 2 deeds. I'm guessing they're used for things in town. I looked a little bit at 10. And we leveled up both of our people, and he gained something. He's a fast healer now. Heals 10% more in camp. That's probably really useful for my tank. Well, he's currently my tank. We might get someone better.
Such as it is. This squalid hamlet, these corrupted lands, they are yours now. And you are bound to them.
So if you look at the quest goals here, there's a lot that the caretaker has that he wants us to do. Roster goals, just mostly just getting people to level 6, it looks like. Oh, Reynold had something to say, but I didn't see it. Or Renauld. I bet you was pronounced Renauld. There's a lot of people he wants me to kill, though. Alright. Let's take a look at town. So H is just letting us know that if we hit H, we get the help menu. See? So there's a lot of places we can't go to right now until we've done more missions. However, we do have the graveyard marked off where we can mourn our fallen
Most
heroes.
will end up here, covered in the poisoned earth, awaiting merciful oblivion.
And we also have the stagecoach. We can
Women and men, soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
And here we can get new heroes. So let's get Pippin, the Seeker Plague Doctor. That's cool.
What better laboratory than the blood-soaked battlefield?
And Ligornir, the Seeker Vessel. Or, I guess that's pronounced?
A sister of battle, pious and unrelenting.
And we have upgrades we can do here. Stagecoach Network and Hero Barracks. We actually, looks like we start with a decent amount. Increase the size of the roster to 11. I'm not entirely sure what that does yet. And increase the number of available heroes to 3. Now, I know that must be useful. So
Word
let's go
is
ahead and get
traveling. Ambition is stirring in distant cities. We can use this.
Alright. So we're drumming up support of heroes who might want to come by. We might want to embark soon. Let's just make sure there's nothing else we want to do while we're here. Now, am I able to inspect... I'm able to drag my heroes around for where they are. Here we go, I can inspect them. Okay, Pippin. Renauld really doesn't want to go back into combat. So everyone has preferred positions. That's interesting. So he prefers being in the front, whereas you prefer being in the back, middle, and front. Okay, so they're all in decent spots. Let's take a look at everything. Encourage, time cost 2, reduce one companion's stress by 10, so he can help with the stress of other companions. Stand tall, self-only, reduces some of his stress, and zealotous speech, heals everyone and reduces stress by 10. So these are camping skills. I believe I would use this if I were to make a camp in a dungeon. That's interesting. And you can get more skills later. For camping skills, we have wound care. So that's interesting. Our highwayman is actually trained in first aid. He knows how to stop bleeding. Clean guns, of course, makes him better with his guns. And bandit sense. Less likely to be surprised until next camp, and more likely to surprise monsters. So he's attentive. He seems really useful. Pep talk, reduce stress by a lot. Or stress damage, whatever that means. Heals a companion, remove poison. That's useful, and a kind of healing thing. And a 1 companion resistance to status effects. That's nice. Also has a noxious blast, poisons targets, I believe. Blight, which is probably some kind of poison. Plague grenade, more blight. And blinding gas, stun. And just straight up damage. So that's interesting. So that person throws effects mostly. Lastly, judgment, which heals self by a little bit while damaging someone at range. Straight up healing, and a party heal. And a ranged... it's kind of hard to read these, actually. Is that weaker? It's slightly weaker and less accurate. But it can only hit front row, or front 2 rows. Okay, I understand. And you have Lockjaw from Tinnitus, which sucks. Lockjaw will not prey. Ooh. Natural Swinger for accuracy, and Evasive for dodge. Lastly, we have Ruin Scavenger, better scout chance. Ruins, more scout chance again. Wow, that's really nice to stack. Experience religious visions and delusions. That's interesting. Probably bad for stress, though. In town, only meditate for stress relief. Okay. Alright, let's embark on our next quest.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Okay, so we have a skirmish up here. Where is the... Do I just double-click it? Am I blind? Unholy abominations turning the light against itself. And the rewards are a lot of gold. Although we still don't really know what the gold is for. Busts and crests, which we know are for these things down here for upgrades. Oh, that's interesting. Every time you click it, it rotates the blood splatter. You might want to add extra blood splatters to the rotation there. Am I, I'm not missing something here. Oh, I have to drag the people on here. Okay. There we go. So that's interesting. We actually have to... Oh, you know what? The barracks is probably just for people along here. That's right. Okay. Okay. That's really interesting.
The cost of preparedness, measured now in gold, later in blood.
Bring at least 8 food and 4 torches. Okay. Let's take a look at... oh, we can't look at our inventory here. I guess that's trinket-only inventory. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How's our gold holding out? We've got plenty. Purge evil and restore purity. Clear obstacles and break things. Well, we are going in ruins, aren't we? Let's get a shovel. Anti-venom. I don't think we'll have a problem with that. Bandages. Maybe we'll take some of those. Medicine. Maybe. And for strong boxes and doors, we'll take a few keys. Might as well have one, at least one of everything just in case. And I'll take a spare torch and 4 spare food. All right, let's see if that's enough. Hopefully our Crusader won't go stealing our stuff.
The fiends must be driven back. And what better place to begin than the seat of our noble line?
Interesting that these things got switched around. I think this is how I want it. All right. So do I just, how do I... Okay, hold down a right click on this to move it around. That looks weird. Select a destination, all right? I'm guessing I can check that. Halt. Locking mechanism is trapped. Blight. Complete 100% of room battles. Okay. And the game did let us know at the beginning to not be ashamed about abandoning a quest if you think you can't handle it. How do I apply this to you? Oh, there we go. I had to right-click it. Okay, well, it's a good thing I bought that. Bone Defender, Bone... Whoa, 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 we're surprised that we're caught in the wrong position. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm in an okay spot, but I guess I can't make a skeleton bleed, can I? You're the only one with any real stun resist. I think here I want to try out the Grape Shot Blast. It was okay. Not much damage, though. That wasn't very strong. Okay, Reynold, you need to get up front. Oh, you need to work your way up front. Okay. And you would need to work your way back. Okay. Debuffed. Okay, that's interesting. Let's get a blinding gas. Try and knock him out. That's good, it worked. That icon means he's stunned. Pump in the Night is an awesome name for a bludgeon, by the way. Ouch. Alright. Weaken him up again. I might do a pistol shot next round and take out the middle guy. I don't know. I'm guessing I can't give them the plague either, can I? Let's straight up try... Why? Oh, it gives us more... It makes you do more damage. Okay, I understand now. I want my Highwayman to improve his Grape Shot, then. Crap. Man, they're really aiming for him, aren't they? I guess it's good that he's a bit tanky. He's dodging a lot, too. Keep moving up, Reynold. So it says here, monster type unholy. So I believe this would do extra, right? That did a lot. Might have been what I should go for then. At least we have him back in fighting position.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Yeah, everyone's stress went down after that one. That hurt. Can he hit everyone? I'm worried. Could he even shoot the back row? Because if so, I need him dead immediately. Crap. Always dodging that one. Alright, I need a blinding gas on him. Keep him from shooting. It worked. Good. Okay, I think I can keep my highwayman alive. Oh, this is stressful. I don't want to die. My highwayman's my favorite guy so far.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Alright, just do some damage.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Oh, wow, that was rough. Alright, buddy. I'm gonna keep you way at the back for now. So, click personality, retreat beacon, la 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 la. How do I camp? Can I camp here? Either I'm blind, or it's not telling me how to camp, which means I might not be able to yet. Let's keep walking. Stress. I shouldn't have you selected if you're going to be the one checking it. I should have Pippin do it. Pippin was the one skilled at that, right? Yeah, scouting chance is up. So let's have Pippin... creepy. Let's have Pippin selected whenever possible. This is interesting. I don't know what all of these icons mean yet, but I guess I'll learn. So that looks like a treasure room. Let's go that way. And there's a spiderweb here. A trap, maybe? Disarming a trap. Select a hero and attempt to disarm it. Some heroes are better at disarming than others. My thief is probably the best at, or my highwayman is probably the best at that, but let's have, you got a lot of health. Ouch.
Curious is the trap maker's art. His efficacy unwitnessed by his own eyes.
The torch. The light is fading. The current torch's level greatly affects many mechanics in the game. The darker it gets. Okay. Stress goes up when it's shadowy, so it's shadowy right now. Although we get a plus to player crits and loot. That's interesting. And we got an extra torch. Let's increase the level of light then. Dim light. Scouting is up, monster surprise up, but stress is still not as bad as before. That's interesting to note. So I get more loot if I let it... Oh, I surprised them nice. I get more loot if I let the torch dim. So here's a good question. Let's take a look at this for a second. The light is at 65. Now this is turn-based. It's not going down right now. Okay. It doesn't look like they have any super long-range guys. I don't see any bows or crossbows or throwing weapons, but I don't know about those guys. They're probably some kind of mage, though. Alright. I can only stun the people in the back with that, right? Let's try a plague grenade. Oh, I can give them the blight. That's interesting. Okay. Let's do a party heal. Just to make it a little safer in case anything flies back there at him. Crap. Okay, the goblet does have a good range. He would have aimed for the highwaymen if he could have, though, so it looks like he can't get the back row. I wish I could see more about them. There's probably a way to do that at some point in the game. Almost got him. Crap, I missed so much with that. Graveyard slash. Oh my god. It does have a sense of humor to it. She's getting very stressed. And he spills his coffee on us. Okay, so they both give blight. Interesting. Try and wipe him out. Less enemies to deal with that way.
Faint hope blossoms.
Although, if they pulled forward, does that mean they can now hit him? There might be some strategy in that. I don't know. I don't think it matters.
Victory.
Yeah, I don't think that matters. Okay.
Point.
Come on. I want those guys down. They add too much stress. Okay, I think he'll die of his blight soon, but let's not risk it. Okay, less to stress about. She's getting... Oh! Wow, crit too. Finally, I hit this guy. I'm getting worried about her. She might need to pull back. Let's not risk it. At least I have the blight on that thing, finally. All I can do from back here is take aim. Okay, I'll pull you forward one so I can use a pistol next round. Okay, if they're aggroed onto him now, he should bulwark and keep himself protected. I can open vein from here? Let's do it. Can I bleed him? Resist. Makes sense. I don't know how you would bleed a skeleton. Just want to keep him buffed. Right, I don't need to reselect the last thing that was selected. Okay, there's a big heal here. Let's start using that. I didn't get much out of it. She is really stressed.
Size alone does not dissuade the sharpened blade.
Okay, let's take this moment to, I guess I don't want to reorder things. I think this is the best order right now. Just have her in the back as a pure healer at the moment. Dim light. Let's light another torch.
The promise of safety.
More busts. Useful. I want a really bright light so we don't have those stress increases now. Select a destination. I guess we'll circle around the long way, and we'll hit that hallway there at some point before the end. Whistles. Did he just steal something? No loot from that. Hold up. What? Do you want to use one of your abilities? Do I just click these? Removes poison. I picked to have it selected or not, I guess. Interesting. We don't have any items for this, though, do we? Doesn't look like we have anything that deals with this ailment, so we just have to keep going. I'll have to be careful to keep him healed in fights. Ah, oh, shit, I didn't notice the trap. Oh, we dodged it. Okay. I'm getting a little bit concerned. I'm thinking maybe we should abandon this quest for now. We're not in the greatest of shape. Got stressed out. His poison's gone. Maggots. Super low health on these things, but I'm sure they hurt. Ouch. Stun you too, and stress. Shit, I wanted to grape shot these. Maybe a power up and a grape shot. Oh, wow. Okay, he could die. He's near death. I'm lucky that they are going for that one. Divine heal him immediately. Alright, accusation hits both of them, right? Yeah, I got one of them with it. One died. Come on, just have them aim for Pippin. Pippin's at high health. Abusive. She's stressed.
Even the aged oak will fall to the tempest's winds.
Afflicted. When heroes can't take stress anymore, they become afflicted. So she's bringing the stress of everyone else up. Okay. Just divine comfort. God, wasn't as much as I was hoping. I was hoping for a 2 heal on everyone at least. Oh god, this game is so cool. Oh my god, is he dead? He's at death's door. Well, in this state, they will suffer stat penalties, plus any further damage has a chance to kill them. So he's not dead, but he could die. He could drop at any second. Nice. Fall. No, falling back doesn't work on these. Finish it.
Executed with impunity.
Oh my god. Oh, stat penalties. Next blow could be fatal. First of all, get him in the back row where he's the safest. Oh my god, should we turn back?
If
Food.
only treasure could staunch the flow
Eat to restore health and stave off hunger.
otherworldly corruption.
So it is a way to heal. Well, he's not on death's door anymore, but he's not looking great. At least he's moving. Oh, wow, okay. Maybe I should have turned back. Eldrick, that is Cthulhuoid. That was probably trying to up my stress. Shit. He's getting fucked up. Okay, okay. Keep him healthy. We could take him out fast. These are humans! All three of these are actually alive. Okay. He's more dangerous right now, I think. God, stop stressing out the rest of the team. Oh, this is tense. Shadowy. Accuracy and damage of monsters is up. Can I light a torch during the fight? I don't think I can. Fearful. What's that do?
Fear and frailty finally claim their due.
Your hero is bleeding. Red, I could bandage. Fearful. And damage for 3 rounds per round. Okay. I'm not overly worried. Keep yourself defended. Nice, nice. Wow, our captain here is the only dude who's not stressed to hell. Courageous.
A moment of valor shines brightest against the backdrop of despair.
Wow, you'd never think that the highwayman, the bandit, would be the one to encourage the party when fearful. They'll do better until they camp or return to town. Awesome! See, I told you the bandit was my favorite. Cheering the party on. Alright, light a torch. Oh, that doesn't use up his turn? Interesting. Well, the light is bright enough now that the enemies don't have an advantage. Okay, you're not bleeding much. He backed off. Fuck, double dodge? Really? I thought I was gonna poison both of them. Crit for 2, that's not... Oh, wow, it pulled him forward. Oh, that's a rough one. Just try my best to keep people healthy. As long as they don't pull my bandit forward, because he's still not healthy. Oh, God, she's not helping things. Should I go for a stun? Their stun resist isn't amazing. I've got to do some damage. Crap! Nice. He's gonna break soon. My Crusader isn't even doing well. That wasn't much. He's bleeding again, though. Man, they're both just verbally berating Renaud. Okay, I'm getting lucky this round. Oh no, he's gonna break. What's he gonna do when he breaks? I don't know. I have to back off, though. He's still not broken somehow. Just gotta keep going. At least I'm hitting her. She's so close to death. If that poison bomb had landed earlier, Yeah, push him back. By all means, he needs to be in the back. Okay, that was taking a while. Hand of Light. I probably shouldn't. I need to keep healing. Nice! That's a little better. It's helping undo the bleeding effect, really. Healing every turn like that. I could grape... No, I've got to take the cultist. Or the occult. The acolyte. God. Yes! One less to deal with. This is a rough fight. I forgot to check if the torch is getting dimmer. So it's at 75 right now. Okay. I would only hit him. I can only blind him too. Crap. I was hoping to finish him. Just keep defending. It actually increases the light when he does that. I wasn't aware. So we have radiant light. Oh no.
Those who covet injury find it in no short supply.
He's a masochist. Okay. So he's refusing getting healed. That's what it does. That's rough. That's really bad. I only hit one of them. Did a lot to the one I hit, though. Oh god, stress is running rampant. At least I poisoned them. No, he resisted. Shit. Crit for only one.
In a single strike.
We gotta do some damage. Yes! Okay. Let's smite it. Get rid of him. Only one left. Yeah, they're getting happy now. Well, they're still stressed to hell, but it's getting better. God, that does a lot of damage. Did it. Oh my god.
Victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Okay. God, this is rough. Bandage you. Or he won't even eat. Should we even continue? Fuck. What's left? No. It's too risky to continue. Quest complete. We completed it. So, there are no room battles left. That must mean. But there's a fight there, probably. Alright, if there are no room battles left, then we can keep exploring. God, he's bleeding. Or she. I think Pippin's a girl, judging by the contours. Oh, I didn't even tell them to. They just did. Oh, it was a buff. Oh, your bleeding stopped. Right before a trap. Fuck.
Cruel machinations spring to life.
There.
With a singular purpose.
He was willing to eat on his deathbed there. Scouting. Oh no. We can't go do another fight. This quest is done. It's time to head home.
Room by room, hall by hall, we reclaim what is ours.
Wow, I think I did pretty well there. I was probably too... how do you say? I was probably too reckless. Hard-skinned, extra protection. Slow reflexes, night owl. That's for light below 25. That's low light. And I want to keep the light high for him because he does more damage in the light. Masochist, fearful, abrasive. So at least I'm learning what their fears are. That's interesting. or what their reactions
I
to
see
fear are.
something long absent in the sunken faces of passers-by. A glimmer of hope.
Tavern is now unlocked. Abbey. Level ups. Wow. Let's finish up in town here before we end the episode, because I feel like this is around a good part to end the episode, not in any shape to go back. Okay, tavern, stress relief.
Fresh kegs, cards, and curtained rooms promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
Drink your cares away. The thrill of winning, although Dismass can't gamble. And brothel. So different ways of becoming happy. We can also increase the stress recovery of any of these. Alright, and what about the Abbey? More stress relief? This is prayer?
The cobwebs have been dusted, the pews set straight. The Abbey calls to the faithful.
Stress recovery, stress recovery, stress recovery. See, these are both stress recovery buildings. So I can't go meditate right now because the caretaker is currently doing that, is how I interpret that at least. So what I could do is bring more heroes in and have them go into these different things to relieve themselves of stress. So we have another Seeker vessel here. We have a Seeker Leper. So I can check them before I do this. Okay. Extra stress damage. Hard noggin. Steady. You're a sword fighter. You encourage people. Bloody Shroud. Heal self by a lot, but increases stress. Huh. Reflection. So this is interesting. This person is a close-range fighter, by the looks of it. How is the other person? Hellion. That's probably a close-range fighter. Berserker of some sort. Faithless. Does not pray. I wonder how bad it is if you let the torch completely burn out. That might just be death. Bleed out. Ooh. Sharpened spear. Well, it looks like you're using a halberd, actually. Worn leather, tattered furs. Yeah, it is a barbarian. Let's increase the Herod barracks.
More arrive, foolishly seeking fortune and glory in this domain of the damned.
All right. I think this was a really, really cool game. I really enjoyed doing this on the show. I'll have a playlist of my series and my playthrough of this game in the description. Might stream this at some point. Link to my Hitbox stream will also be in the description. I don't know if I'll stream it anytime soon, but I might stream it. I will continue to play it on this channel off and on, though, because I think this game is really cool. So thank you, everybody, for watching, and until next time, have a nice day.